Hello, everybody. This your girl Chanel. She's out of the box, and I am back. I am back to talk to you about, does it have to make sense? Think about that. Does it have to make sense? Before you do anything, does it have to make sense? Before you make a move, does it have to make sense? Before you come in agreement with somebody, does it have to make sense? Before you invest in something, does it have to make sense? I said, I'm going to sit and wait on you. Does it have to make sense? My answer is no, it doesn't have to make sense. Why would you say it doesn't have to make sense? What you mean? That's crazy. It don't have to make sense. Well, I'm going to tell you why I feel it doesn't have to make sense. I'm going to give you some examples of things I have seen or people I have seen operate in things, and it doesn't make sense, but it works. It doesn't make sense, but the purpose was done. It doesn't make sense, but the goal was achieved. On it doesn't make sense. Let me give you one example. One example is the bumblebee. The bumblebee is big. The bumblebee wings, is too light to carry that bumblebee. But that bumblebee flies. Doesn't make sense. But the purpose has been fulfilled. The bumblebee is able to do what its purpose is with wings that is not equipped to carry that body, but it does. Doesn't make sense. Let me think of somebody else. Our quarterback over here at the Bucks, our quarterback, Tom Brady. Tom Brady was with a franchise team. They had many Super Bowl rings. They had good relationships. He was good with his franchise. They were paying the man. I'm telling you, his family was set. He could retire from that team, but he left and came over to Tampa Bay and started over, uproot his family and brought him to Tampa Bay. Don't make any sense. Brought him to Tampa Bay with a team that haven't been in the Super Bowl for a while, and you still left where you were, where it kind of like, I'm going to say it like this, like everybody know Tom Brady team, the Patriots, they good at winning. Everybody know they capitalize on the other team's mistakes, right? But Tom Brady gave up that that time of being with this team and came over here to the Bucks, where he again got to build a relationship, got to bring his family here, and won the Super Bowl the first year. It didn't make sense. It didn't make sense, but his goal was accomplished. Not only was his goal was accomplished, the purpose was accomplished. Doesn't make sense, but it's done. Let me bring it home. It doesn't make sense that Chanel has a YouTube page. She don't qualify. There are many people who can get on here with mega topics, can say the words correctly, can do all what run circles around me. But I'm here. It doesn't make sense. But it's my purpose. It's my destiny. So in that, I cannot look for it to make sense. I got to walk it out. I got to walk out my purpose, no matter if it makes sense to me or you. I got to walk it out, right? So then let's look at us. There are things that you supposed to be doing. There are things that you're going to create. There are things that you're going to be the first to do it. But it ain't gonna make no sense. I said it. It ain't gonna make no sense that you're the one that's doing it. It ain't gonna make no sense on how you do it, but the purpose is gonna get done. The purpose is going to get done because you're extraordinary. And extraordinary people do not color inside the line. Extraordinary people do not operate out of a box. Extraordinary people do not go with the flow. They actually break flows. Yes. So listen, the next time you in a board meeting, the next time you're around a table, the next time you at a family gathering, you don't have to make any sense. Because your purpose is not always tied to making sense. Your purpose is not always tied to coloring inside the lines. Not your purpose. Your purpose is extraordinary. You don't have to go with the flow. You don't have to make sense. Am I repeating myself? Yes, because a lot of times we build our whole life on making sense. We build our whole life in being a cookie cutter out. And you may say, no, I don't. But think about it. Evaluate yourself. Evaluate your decision. Evaluate what makes you do what you do. And you may find out, you just may find out that you do what you do because it makes sense, but you don't do what you do because it's purpose. Yeah, and we got to be purpose driven, not making sense driven. Because sometimes it does make sense to do something, but that what you do that makes sense sometimes it's not in your purpose. It's just being safe. It's just being comfortable. You know, like, say like you feeling, you know, I'm supposed to be a business owner. But you work in a great company now, got great benefits. Everybody knows your name. You got the corner office with the windows. You know, you top notch on everything you do at that job. But then you sense, I need to start my own business. And the people around you may say, don't do that, man. People are killed for your job. And what that says to you is like, they right. It don't make sense to start my own business. But it does line up with your purpose, your own business. It does line up with your destiny. But it don't make sense to leave this good old job you got. Think about it the next time a great idea comes. Think about it the next time you know that you're supposed to be a business owner, but you're choosing to stay back in a company because I'm so comfortable. I'm comfortable here, y'all. Again, everybody know my name. Check looks fat, 6 figures. How dare I leave this? I got a company car. But you need to be jumping into the deep. The deep is, I got a business. I got a business, and my business is my purpose. That's what it's about. So we're not going to get caught up on making sense when we are purpose-driven people. We're not going to get caught up in making sense when we are extraordinary. We're not going to get caught up in making sense when we are called to solve a problem. See, making sense is limited. But destiny and purpose is necessary. Destiny and purpose is the reason why you breathing in and out. Good ideas and making sense is not all that we're supposed to be here doing. You get me? That ain't all we're supposed to be out here doing. Think about Colonel Sanders. When he invented that good old finger-looking good chicken, he was an older man. don't make sense to some people, because some people are walking around here now saying it's too late for me. Some people are walking around here now saying I might would collect my pension and just go move somewhere where the old heads just lay back. But then I'm going to say to you, what if it's some more purpose in your life, and you are choosing to get comfortable when you got more to do on this earth? You got more creativity in you. You got more destiny in you. You got more purpose in you. And you on your second half, you probably say, of life. But what if this is your best time? What if this is the time that your purpose is supposed to manifest? What if? I'm just going to be on here for a minute. I'm just coming to share with you all. Don't get stuck in making sense. Because some of our purpose and destiny is not in making sense. Making sense in some of our lives is kryptonite. Making sense in some of our lives keep us on the porch. Yeah. Making sense in some of our lives keep us bitter, keep us in that shoulda, woulda, coulda stage, keep us feeling like, man, I know what I had and it's over. It makes you feel like your time is up, and it's not up. So I'm coming on here. I don't care what it look like, what it sound like. Your time is not up. Long as you breathing, long as you walk, you got your mind and you in your right mind, your time is not up. Just don't get caught up in making sense, because that will make you feel like your time is up. That will make you feel like giving up and just existing. We don't want to exist. We're not even put on this earth to exist. We put on this earth to live. And I want to say to you, live. Live without regrets. Live doing the best you can. Live outside the lines. Live outside the box. Live outside the shadow. And come to your place of purpose. And get rid of every trace of kryptonite. Get rid of every trace of just being comfortable. Because it's more than just being comfortable out here. It's more than just making common sense. Make mega moves. Make quantum leaps. Make purpose work in your life. Okay? Become a legend. Because you can do that. Become a legend. Become a GOAT in whatever you do. Some of us think we can't do that. Some of us think we're limited. And we think we're limited because we listen to the naysayers. We even listen to ourselves, put ourselves down. Check this out. It's no time for that. It's no time for putting yourself down. There's no time for you giving up. There's no time for that, because if you do give up, you causing people to lose out on seeing the greatness on you. You causing people to lose out and moving in the things they need to, because their destiny may be connected to your purpose. So think about that. The next time you sitting up there pondering and thinking, does this make sense? Think about that next time. Think about, does it have to make sense? Does it really have to make sense? It doesn't. It doesn't have to make sense. So go out there and be you, and be unapologetic. Be you. Color outside those lines. Dance to your own beat. How about that? Dance to your own beat. Thank Think outside that box. You are unique. You are unique. There's not another one of you. Don't allow what's in you to die. Birth that thing out. And you birth it out without all of these tools that make sense. You know what? I'd rather be a problem solver than to be a person that makes sense. Check out the lady who created the whiteout. It was a problem. And she solved it with whiteout. What have you solved? Big scale, low, a big scale level, low. What have you solved? Because you can solve a problem. Just think about it. What have you seen that's irritating you and you wish it can get better? Can you help make it better? Can you create something that can make it better? Can you open your mouth and share? That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. This life that you have is unique and it's important. It's necessary. You're not on this earth for nothing. You are necessary. But don't you get caught up in making sense. If you got to cut some people off because all they talk about is making sense, hurry up and cut them off quickly. Because you need to move in your purpose. And when people say it gotta make sense, a lot of times that shuts down your purpose. A lot of times you say, you're right. Let me stay at this job and collect my watch when I retire. Let me do that. It's big stuff out there for you with your name on it. Not only that, there are doors that you should be walking through because you have a creative mind, and it's necessary. You have a wonderful idea that you've been sitting on forever because you don't know what's going to happen if you walk it out. You probably even think it doesn't even make sense what I created. Try it. You know, when I was younger, it was a commercial, and it was about cereal, and these siblings was, trying the cereal, and they say, well, give it to Mikey. Let Mikey, because Mikey eat anything. Sometimes it's time for you to walk it out and come forth with what you have and make it work. Yeah, because I'm telling you, I sense some of you all that's listening have some great ideas that you have packed away because it didn't make sense. Unpack that. Get that out that box. Get it out the box and let it flow. It's necessary. Let it flow. I'm done. That's all I had to give you. That's all I have to give. And I always tell y'all about my bloopers. Did y'all see my light go out? Did you see it? Yeah, that was a blooper. But hey, it is what it is. But I kept it going. I didn't stop, y'all. I kept it going. And I want you to keep it going. It didn't make sense to stop, huh? And guess what? People will say, I would have stopped and I would have started all over. No, I don't have to. Because I color outside the lines. I don't have to make it make sense. All I have to do is walk in my purpose. With lights going down or lights coming up or perfect light or the circle in the reflection in your glasses. I don't care. That got to make sense to somebody, but it doesn't have to make sense to me. My purpose is to share what I have to share the wisdom, to share the thought-provoking ideas and questions. That's my assignment. My assignment is not to look perfect. My assignment is not to worry about the lighting. As long as what I needed to get across got across. Yeah, that's my assignment. I can't stay in making sense anymore. Making sense becomes limited, and a lot of us won't even switch because this is the way it's supposed to be. I don't think so. I'm creating newness. I'm creating different. I'm not staying in something that everybody say this is the way it's supposed to be. Who is everybody? Didn't your parents say that when y'all was young? Who is everybody? We got to walk it out. We got to walk our uniqueness out. We got to stand up. We got to come from behind mountains. We got to stand up like a sunflower in the field. We're not shy, bashful. We're not insecure. We walking in our purpose. And we walking in it with our head up, allowing whatever comes our way, make us stronger. Whatever comes our way, blesses us. Whatever comes our way, teaches us lessons. Embrace your walk. Embrace your life. Don't sit back on it. Don't wait for that perfect time. There's no perfect time. I'm up at 1:00 a.m. right now doing this video. There's no perfect time. Do what you have to do. Be a problem solver. Stop chasing that part of thinking it gotta make sense. Stop chasing sense. Guess what? Check that out. Stop chasing sense. Who wants sense? You want dollars, right? So in all reality, all jokes aside, chase after your purpose. Walk in your purpose. Don't worry about making sense. And if you don't do it right the first time, or you run into bloopers or whatever you run into, that's all right. Because your purpose is packed with instructions. Just be sensitive enough to listen and be guided by it. But don't get caught up in making sense. Don't do it. I thank you all for listening. I thank you all for being supportive, because a lot of times people take people for granted. I'm not taking you for granted. I thank you for being supportive. I thank you for your comments. I thank you for subscribing. I thank you for sharing. I thank you for posting this video on any of your platforms. I thank you. I thank you a whole bunch. Yes. So, okay, I'm done. I got to go to bed. I stayed up, kept the makeup on to make this video, because when you are investing, you got to, in yourself and in people, you got the color outside the line. Everything is not a 9 to 5. Everything ain't going to be peaches and creams. Everything is not going to be comfortable. Sometimes you got to be called out of your comfort zone. Sometimes you got to be up at 1:30 in the morning doing a video to express or to share or to provoke or to encourage somebody. So don't put yourself in a box. Don't limit yourself. And by all means, don't focus on making sense and waiting on things to make sense, because sometimes it's just not going to make sense. But it's all going to come together for the purpose. She's out of the box. I just wanted to talk to you. This is your girl, Chanel, living in Tampa, from Philly, and is embracing her purpose and her reason for being here. She's out of the box. Take care.